Howdy folks, Justin here, and spoiler season has begun today for our next expansion for Legends, and I am super jazzed to talk about all this. It has been a long time since we got new content. That is all going to end real quickly. From what we've heard, new spoilers for this set are going to be coming out over the next week and a half, so stay tuned, your favorite Legends content creators. I know the first one that we're going to get, besides the one we already got today, is going to be coming out tomorrow during the Team Rank Star Classic Tournament Series, so watch that on Twitch tomorrow, or stay tuned to Twitter. I'm sure it'll explode once the card is revealed, if you want to see that one. Who knows, maybe next week we'll have a little something to show you ourselves here. But yeah, so the expansion is called Frostfall, and it is coming out before Isles of Madness. Isle of Madness is the story expansion that we're getting sometime. But what Frostfall has been is a series of cards, 11 cards, Madhouse style set, very targeted to shake up the meta in the game. Stuff that people have been asking for, people are interested in, and stuff that was designed after most of the design work on Isle of Madness was done. So this is stuff that's cutting edge. This is the sort of thing too that is part of the reason that Bethesda has said they switched to Sparky Pants, is for this rapid response kind of thing. We got our first reveal from Frostfall, which is going to be, like I said, 11 cards. It's like 1,500 gold or $9.99 or $20 or something like that. I don't know, 1,500 gold. And it is coming out sometime real soon. And we got our first card, Piercing Twilight. And I love this card. First of all, the art's great. 4/4 guard for 4 in intelligence is not unique. It's not new, but it is still a pretty good stat line. The other card, with stats like this in blue, is the one that unshackles everything you control. So that's a very niche ability. This one is likely to be able to get some value in most games. It's not going to be the greatest card on curve, but let's read that text. Summon, choose a card in your opponent's discard pile, banish all cards from your opponent's discard pile and deck with the same name as the chosen card. This is huge, okay? Giant bat loops, bye-bye. You think you know what your opponent Galened into their deck? Kill the one that's not +3/+3, and then banish all the rest of them. This is a really fascinating card. It's the sort of card that really rewards skilled gameplay, rewards paying attention to what's going on on every turn, and can really kind of when two decks are facing each other with similar pacing, similar tempo, Piercing Twilight, removing a clutch card from your opponent's deck, could be absolutely huge. Think about Tullius's Conscription for a second, right? Frequently, a control deck can survive the first Tullius's Conscription. Maybe you've been sitting on an Ice Storm all game, maybe you've been sitting on an Immolating Blast, or maybe you have a reasonable board that you can trade into all that value your opponent just generated. But you're thinking to yourself, I'm not going to be able to survive a second Tullius's Conscription, especially after my opponent just generated all this value, do those cards, do whatever they're doing. Well, Piercing Twilight is the kind of card that you can slam down then and remove the other Tullius's Conscriptions from their deck. No longer can Nixox combo decks drop a single Nixox and think that things are going to be okay, because you could kill that Nixox, then banish them all from their deck. And these are just two examples. It could be as simple as your opponent, you're at 6 life and you're going to swing for lethal. Your opponent has a single lightning bolt in their discard pile. Maybe you just take all those lightning bolts away so that you don't die to lightning bolt prophecies. There are really as many limitations, as many opportunities to do things with this card as there are cards in the game. Gerald Forager, solid card, could be banished with this guy. In the reveal they said that banish is going to continue to be a sparsely used mechanic, make it feel very special, and that this is the only card that they were aware of in the set in Frostfall that has banish on it, has a banish ability. But I am just super jazzed to be getting new content, and this card is complex enough, but also interesting enough, and also straightforward enough in a lot of ways. I think depth, I guess, is maybe what I'm going for. It's got a lot of depth to it, that I am incredibly pumped for the rest of reveal season, including other cards that are going to get revealed soon enough. But I mean, we're here. This is the beginning of spoiler season, and we're getting this sort of fast-paced response, new content that was promised when the new client was promised. I mean, we've been with the new client for, what, a month now? Maybe a little bit less. Frostfall is coming, man. Winter is coming. I personally think Piercing Twilight is the kind of card that you could run in a lot of mid-range or control decks as a 4/4 guard, and just think about it like that's what the value I'm always going to get for it, and not lose tempo, not fall behind on board, and the ability to banish stuff from your opponent's deck or from discard pile and deck is just icing on the cake, but it is an incredibly fascinating icing. Magic the Gathering has had mechanics like this before in cards like Surgical Extraction, which have always been like a safety valve for broken things that could be happening in the game, for particularly degenerate strategies involving the discard pile. Legends isn't at the level of degeneracy that Magic has been at times, but Legends is certainly feeling a little stale, and this card rewards you for having spent 6 months without new content, thinking about what every single card your opponent might be running is. Piercing Twilight is fascinating. Lets you dismantle frustrating combos to play against. It also creates an interesting amount of tension as a player who's playing cards that could get hit by Piercing Twilight, which I think adds another level of play to the game, to certain matchups certainly, that is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to reward some of the great players of this game. I mean, there's tons of them. You're going to see them all tomorrow, I guess, or a lot of them tomorrow at the Rank Star Classic Tournament Series, but this is the sort of card that I really look forward to seeing in their hands. This is the sort of card that's going to protect my really stupid decks from particularly troublesome interactions that my opponent might have. Like, I can survive 1, but I certainly can survive 3. This is just a fascinating card. I am so excited it's here. I'm so excited Frostfall is coming, and I think you guys should stay tuned over the next week and a half, 2 weeks, to see what else comes up, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty fucking cool. Alright guys, I will see you on the ladder, and pretty soon I'm going to see you on the ladder playing this awesome card.